guys, it's your best fight friends. I'm Rachel, that's Kelsey, and the video we did yesterday was almost immediately out of date.
Thanks, Connor. I mean, you could have texted me, Connor.
So yesterday we talked about...
text me.
Right.
But you could.
Yesterday we talked about how, like, the UFC was like, we said January. Like, you know, they were kind of... But it turns out they called, you know, Conor.
And Rachel went pretty hard after him, too. Saying, like, you know, this is ridiculous. I'm Rachel.
Yeah, but it turns out they were like, sorry, we can't move it around. And Conor said, okay, I'll do it in January.
He's like, thanks, okay.
Yeah, so Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, that is set for January. All three parties have agreed now. Something could still happen, but they have all agreed about that. Now, let's talk about Conor McGregor and how right now he's got to prepare for this UFC fight inside, you know, an octagon. But allegedly, he also needs to prepare
not
for
allegedly,
boxing
yeah.
in a ring.
And he even said that the reason he wants to fight Poirier in the octagon is because Poirier's a southpaw, and that he thinks that will help him prepare for Manny Pacquiao. Now, I don't understand the logic other than even your footwork. I just feel like now Conor would know. First of all, Conor's a professional fighter, right? So I'm not trying to expert Conor McGregor, but I really don't understand how that helps him prepare for boxing Manny Pacquiao. But
sometimes people do just say things.
It is important to know, I think, that what he's attempting to do in facing Poirier and Pacquiao in two different sports, elite fighters in their fields, is really, really an awesome and great thing, a special thing.
Okay. I don't know. My concern is that it's really hard, based on what I saw Conor when he was in the ring against Floyd Mayweather. I think that he needs like a lot more work to be competitive with Manny Pacquiao. And so I would think that what your body needs to do in a boxing ring is different than what it needs to do inside the cage. And you can't think when you're inside a ring or inside a cage, it needs to be second nature to you. So my concern is him not getting enough time to be... I don't understand the going back and forth.
Even better for Pacquiao then.
But yeah, so that's my thing.
No, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand. You can't dip your head like you can in boxing because you can't dip your head into a knee or a kick or something.
When I watch MMA fighters, like they do all kinds of things that I can't even believe. Yeah. So like in boxing, if I ever saw a fighter should be protecting himself like all the time. Like, so in boxing, like your arm, you're ready for that. In MMA, I see all the time guys like with hands down. This is crazy to me. I see people turning their back on each other. I see just like all kinds of things. And when I saw Conor get inside the ring with Floyd, I saw this weird, at the time, because I hadn't watched MMA at the time, it was very like foreign to me. This kind of like his arms up and this kind of striking. Now I've seen it in MMA quite a bit,
so
but it is not like what I'm accustomed to seeing in boxing.
Yeah.
And given like all the history of boxing, I'm going to go ahead and assume that that's not the ideal stance you want inside a boxing ring. So that tells me that how you hold yourself and how you get inside the ring, it needs to be second nature.
How funny is it that he thinks there's nothing that Dustin Poirier can do
to prepare him for Manny Pacquiao.
That's going to prepare you for Manny Pacquiao. And that's no knock against Dustin Poirier. Manny Pacquiao also wouldn't be able to help Conor prepare to fight a UFC fighter. However, Manny Pacquiao is so fast and so powerful and so different than any other fighter in boxing history, much less any other fighter in the UFC. So the idea that somehow fighting Dustin Poirier is going to help you prepare for Manny Pacquiao is absurd. However, again, I really think it's an awesome and special thing that he's attempting to do. Now imagine this. What if he actually beat Dustin Poirier, which he's favored to do, and upset Manny Pacquiao in the boxing match? That would be 2 wins over elite people and be something that nobody has not ever done before, certainly, but also never even attempted before. to do in such a short amount of time, that's pretty amazing.
It would be insane.
Then what would be next, Rachel? Brock Lesnar in the WWE?
It's so absurd that like I can't even like quite fathom it. So the only thing I will say about the comment that, you know, Dustin Poirier is preparing for Manny Pacquiao because they're both southpaws is that sometimes when you're talking or tweeting, wherever this was that he said it, you might just say things.
You might have reasons, and I would.
I could see somebody just being like, "Oh yeah, Poirier's a southpaw, so is Manny. That could prepare it." Like just like kind of saying it offhand.
Somebody had written about it, and Conor read that and like tweeted, "Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing here." And so I was wondering. It seemed like he legitimately had planned this, but I want to hear what.
Okay.
How that works.
I'm thinking it's an off the cuff remark. You're thinking that it's
he would know how it will work for him, and I'm interested in hearing that. Maybe somebody like Errol Hawani or somebody can ask him that.
Can ask him more about it. Yeah. So I just looked off camera for a minute.
I did that.
And saw this. I was like, and it was so like startling to me that I kind of like lost my train of thought because I was like, what is going on here?
This is what I've done. Originally, I had a little. He also looks pretty sweet like this. You know, but then I was like, you know what? No, this is the new look, Vader. You know,
he looks like this. He looks like the guy that was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. In that other movie.
Yeah.
That I can't remember the name of it, but maybe you know.
Spaceballs. Yeah.
All right.
So anywho, thanks for watching our show today.
Hey, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We love you guys.